It's time to disengage our brains and explore World Weird News.
Strange figure walking through US forest branded. Best Bigfoot sighting ever. Really? Wow. Let's take a little look at this amazing footage. Yep, that looks like Bigfoot to me, that's for certain. So this report was brought in by Helen. Okay, here we go. Get ready for this brilliant pronunciation. Helen Bennick. Where do these people get these names from? Anyway, it doesn't matter. The cut down clip offers a clear, if brief, view of a creature that has been subject to much debate in the United States. Look, guys, it's not a monster. It's not a monster. It's just some guy who's had too much to drink and is dressed up in some Halloween costume. Can't you see? All right, no, okay, it is a beast. Okay, anyway, so the report goes on. Footage of a mystery ape-like creature, which may or may not be Bigfoot, filmed in a U.S. forest, has emerged. Taken near the Mississippi town of Tunica. I don't know if I'm Tunica. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm really sorry if you live in Tunica. The figure bears a resemblance to a human or ape with limbs and hands. The creature also appears to be covered in black fur, which matches the description of the mythical creature, which has been part of US folklore for centuries. Today, a shorter 23-second clip emerged of the beast by YouTube user Highcliffe. He was quoted as saying he saw it by a dead tree 50 yards in front of him. Absolutely spectacular. Well, is this a picture of Bigfoot that we are looking at? Well, I can tell you something for certain. It isn't the monkey's uncle.
I don't get it.
Next up, Optical Illusion leaves people baffled over whether an animal is a raven or a rabbit. The video was shared on Twitter by podcaster Dan Quintana on Sunday with the caption, "Rabbits love getting stroked on their nose." It's not a rabbit, it's a raven! That does not look like ears. No. It's a beak! It's a raven! Okay, anyway. So this report reads, a video of an animal being stroked has sparked a debate over whether it shows a raven or a rabbit. But many people questioned whether it showed the nose of a rabbit being rubbed or the back of a bird's head. The beak appears to also resemble rabbit ears. And as ever, the debate produced some incredible results on Twitter after the footage was seen more than 1 million times. One person shared a drawing of a line graph with a rabbit and a raven written either side, but another user then modified it to add some kind of dragon into the mix. The imagination of these people. 1 minute it's a raven, then it's a rabbit, and then it's a dragon! Look, alright. Let's just end this whole debate now. It's a raven. Look at this photograph. Yes. Look at it. It's a raven.
It's a duck.
Zombie Snail is freaking people out and amazing them at the same time. This is by Courtney... by Courtney Pochin. By Courtney Pokin? I'm incredibly sorry, but whatever. From the audience writer, the article reads, a strange video of a zombie snail has gone viral on social media, leaving many people feeling grossed out. There's a link to this article in the description with a video of this zombie snail, and let me tell you, it's a pretty gross, pretty horrible looking thing. Not very nice. Never knew that something like this existed in the world, but then, you learn something new every day. The article reads, every now and then a post crops up on Twitter. Yes, you can be sure about that. Posts definitely do crop up on Twitter. That makes you question everything you know about the world around you. Last week it was 2 photos of bizarre bathrooms that sent people on the website into total meltdown. Of course, I mean, that's all it takes is a photograph of bathrooms, and people on Twitter can't take it. a long sigh of sadness. But anyway, on with the article. But this week it's something much stranger. Well, I hope so. A video of a creature being called a zombie snail has gone viral on the social network, reminding everyone what a weird world we live in. Oh, gosh. We needed reminding of that. Anyway, this reminder is all thanks to a user named Mike. Oh, why do they have to have such strange names? Mike Inui, who posted a clip which shows a snail whose motor functions and eye stalks have been taken over by a parasitic flatworm. Oh no, that's not good. That's not nice at all. I feel sorry for snails. All of a sudden, he explained this zombie snail, a parasitic worm. Oh no, I can't pronounce that. This parasitic worm called Leucochloridium. These scientists have got nothing better to do than to invent stupid names. Stupid long names that make no sense. Just call it weird looking worm. Anyway, onward. This parasitic worm has taken over the snail's motor functions and eye stalks, making them into caterpillar mimics, so birds will eat them. The worm can then reproduce in the bird's GI tract, eventually transmitting via its feces. Oh, there are some unbelievable creatures living on this planet. Think about it. That's the whole point of this worm's existence. This worm exists to bury itself inside a snail, transform it into a caterpillar, so that the bird will eat it. Then the worm will, once it gets inside the gut of the bird, will then be excreted back down onto the ground to do the whole thing again.
Nice.
This worm can be found in temperate forests in North America and Europe. And as well as being a parasite of snails, it can also inhabit a range of birds, including crows, jays, sparrows, and finches. Understandably, many people were freaked out by the whole thing, while also being a little bit in awe of nature. One person commented, "Holy expletive." Another said, "This is deeply, deeply horrifying and amazing and cool. Thank you for sharing it, even though it makes me want to scream." A third proclaimed, "Burn it! This abomination must never see the light of day." Someone else simply wrote, "No. Well, this is terrifying," added a fifth person. Yes, this is pretty awful. And it's pretty real. There's some strange stuff going on out there. It most certainly is not a good business being a snail these days. Okay, after witnessing the horrors of the zombie snail, the last thing we really want to see right now is an article about food, but this is the last thing we've got up for today. This article by our old friend Courtney Pochin from the Audience Writer. Pub will pay for your headstone if you die taking on the 12,000 calorie burger challenge. Absolutely marvelous. Well, you know, if you can't afford to pay for your own funeral, this is a good way of getting it done. Okay, let's read onward. A pub has created a man v food style challenge, especially for burger lovers. Would you dare take it on? My gosh, I mean, why on earth would you want to eat that? Man, you'd have to be such a greedy son of a gun. Real greedy son of a gun to try and tackle that. I mean, I've seen this sort of thing before, and I just look at this type of food and I think to myself, that's enough to feed a family of 5. Literally. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Anyway, I'm going to read on with the article. The George Pub and Grill in County Durham has recently reopened its doors following a fire earlier in the year. And the business is back with a bang, launching a brand new burger challenge for customers. called the Big Ben number 10. This meal actually costs £28.95. The dish features a stack of 10 burgers smothered in cheese, and to make things even meatier, each layer is topped with bacon. Of course, why not? There's also a side of chips, because what's a burger without fries? The whole thing weighs in a massive 1.5 kilograms and contains around 12,000 calories. 12,000, is that all? Come on, that's not a lot. Not really. 5 times more than your daily recommended intake. 5 times more. 5 times more. Oh my gosh. And if it didn't really sound crazy enough, you can also splash a little more cash to add extra bacon and cheese to the challenge. Oh, really? Marvellous. If you're thinking that the feast sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen, you'd be right. And the pub's owner, Craig Harker, even advises people to eat it at their own risk. What's more, he pledges to pay compensation of up to £500 of his own money towards a headstone if anyone should happen to die while attempting the big number 10. Absolutely crazy. We're living in strange times. We really are. You've got zombie snails on one side and people eating 12,000 calories on the other. What are we heading towards? What are we heading towards? What is going on? How's it all going to end? Let's think about this, folks. We're living in a world where the owners of a restaurant are inviting customers inside happily and freely with the intent of killing them with food. And they're so brazen about it, that they're not trying to hide the fact of what they're doing. They're open about it. They're pretty much telling you you're going to die when you eat this. And when you die, well, they're going to pay for your funeral as well. Absolutely remarkable. This is the world that we're living in. Welcome inside the doors of our humble abode. Sit down, eat a meal. We'll lead you out in a box. It'll be marvellous. Incredible. Well, we'll leave it there, I think. That's enough madness for one day.